I was earning more than my salary from my photography job. You
Wow.
understand? So in fact, most time I even earn my monthly salary in a day. You understand? So there's a day I said I was like, why am I disturbing myself? You understand? And all like that.
Mm,
So but obviously I also fell in love with the 9 to 5. But then so I was like, well, there's no knowledge lost, you understand? I should be able to
yeah.
balance the two of them and
Mm.
an extra money is an extra money.
Hi guys, you're welcome to another episode of the Dark Room with Mide. I am your one and only host, Mide, and of course, this is the show where I bring creatives together to talk about their journey, their creativity journey, their experiences so far, their knowledge. And this show is not just for upcoming creatives; it is also for creatives who have become what they want to become, and also people that are looking forward to creating magic together. So in the studio with me today, trust me, I don't come alone. I never walk alone. Is that not Liverpool?
Yeah, yeah, Liverpool.
I work alone. I have an amazing photographer. Oh, I already said this, but yeah. So I have a photographer in the studio with me, the one and only Debayo of Debayo Photography.
Thank
Guys, please
you.
welcome with me to the studio, Debayo.
Oh, so
Thank you for joining
thank
me.
you, thank you. It's nice to be here. It's nice.
Yeah,
Thank you for having me. Yeah.
we'll quickly dive into your photography journey. Let's delve
Okay.
into it real quick. So, what was photography like for you starting?
So it was okay. First and foremost, I actually just like nature. It all started with street photography. You understand?
Yeah.
So I have an eye for distinctive things. You understand? When I see something that captivates my attention, so I try to process them through image.
Mm.
So I started work with my phone. So I was doing more street photography on the road. You understand? I have a couple of pictures like that. In fact, I was also doing landscape. You understand? So that's how I started. It was a passion
Mm.
for you know, distinctive images and all. So,
So you're one of those people that came into photography based on passion, not for the
yeah,
money.
not for the money. Just
But is it the passion that has been keeping you in the industry?
it's actually the passion, to be
Oh,
honest
really?
with you. It is because if it were to be the money, yeah, the money is coming in, but then what makes you stay is the passion. You
Mm.
understand? Because a time might come whereby money will not be enough, and passion drives
Yeah,
wealth. Let me use that word. Yeah.
yeah. So since you already started out on the part of passion, I would like you to even emphasize more on how passion has helped your journey. Like I want you to buttress that fact that oh, there is a time where there won't be money,
Okay.
and it is your passion that keeps pushing you.
Yeah. Yeah. So, well, like you said, there will be time there won't be money. When I started, there was no money. You
Mm.
understand? So it was just a passion for taking pictures, taking street photography, landscape. You understand? It was just something I love to do. You understand? And the
Yeah.
truth is, like they say, passion is you have to have passion for something first before you can also find a way to make it generate income for you. You understand?
Oh,
If
yeah.
the zeal and the passion is not there, and if it's all about the money, time will come where you just if the money doesn't come, you just quit.
Yeah.
You understand? So to be honest with you, because I also run another, I have a 9 to 5 that I do, which
Yeah.
basically takes more of my time. You understand? But I still make sure that I do at least one way or another do photography in terms of whenever I get back home, you understand? Because that's what I love to do. You
Yeah.
understand?
Okay.
So even though when I'm coming home, I see things that intrigue me, you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, I take pictures and so it's just the passion that drives me. Whenever
Yeah.
I can tell those images might later, you understand? At least when I
Yeah.
started, I've had people that the images I took out of phone because I love it.
Yeah.
Actually, people actually wanted to buy them you understand, in
Oh
terms of
wow.
you understand landscape and all. So that's
So
just it.
you said something about 9 to 5. So
Yeah.
you currently have a 9 to 5 job.
Yes, I do. So that,
Wow.
that that actually came in during the COVID era. You understand? Most of
Oh.
the creatives were, in fact,
Mm.
I don't know. Most of us were indoor, like you all know. You understand? So it was
Yeah.
difficult for creative to be able to mitigate. You understand how to survive and all. So during that period, there were various means of people trying to take pictures from their various homes,
Yeah.
send to photographers to edit and all. So there was no
Yeah.
way, if you remember, there was no social gathering, even though
Yeah.
it was limited
Yeah.
and all. So it was then, and as a hustler now, I needed to look for
Hmm.
something. You understand? So I had to apply for 9 to 5, which I got, even though it
Oh.
was remote. But later, I had to
Hmm.
come into the office once or twice in a week.
Yeah.
And
So what did you study in school?
so I actually
Like
studied computer science.
computer
Yeah,
science.
computer
Wow.
science.
I think computer science and photography they're quite related. Yeah.
Ah,
Compared to medicine and photography.
So basically, I'm not sure they're related. So I
Mm.
think I can still link medicine
With
with
photography.
photography
Wow,
because there are some
really?
things. Obviously, when you do X-rays, you
Mm.
understand, and scans, it's a
Mm.
photographic image of what you understand. So I
Yeah.
can link photography to medicine. But for computer science, there's basically nothing you want to link.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing the
Maybe
correlation.
just concerned because I mean
Yeah,
technology,
yeah,
media,
true, true. Anyway,
but that's fine. You said something about how during COVID you discovered more about yourself. You discovered some other things that people were home, and I've
yeah,
heard other people say things like that. That oh, during COVID they realized that they had to. Some people discover their talents
yeah,
during
yeah.
COVID. So what do you like to say to? I don't know. Most times people have 9 to 5. Let's now say the reverse is the case. You have nine
Okay.
to five, and it's taking your time. You can't even sit down to think about your whole life and develop yourself. What do you have to say to people like that?
So the truth is, you really need to find the balance.
Mm.
Really. So everything in life needs to find a balance. You understand? So yeah, I have a 9 to 5. When I have jobs, I mostly take jobs on weekends. You understand? And also, I use when I get back from home to probably process those images, edit them, and make sure I deliver on time. You
Mm.
understand? So I try to find it. I know it's not easy.
Yeah.
You understand? But with as time goes on, it just becomes something natural that you do. You understand? It just
Mm.
becomes part of your life. You understand? So you can blend the two together and work.
Because I personally find it quite interesting that you have a 9 to 5 job.
Yeah.
Like your job probably runs from Monday to Friday,
Yes,
or
it does.
and then you do event photography. I'm
Yeah, I
quite
do.
aware of
I
that
do.
as well. So how do you? I mean, it's a lot. I don't know. I just feel like it sounds more like a magician
No,
doing all of those
no,
things
no.
together. How? I want practical examples, like
Okay,
in reality.
like I said, obviously events. Fine, we have weekdays events,
Mm.
you understand. So I try as much as possible. Even if I have weekday events, I have a team that I work with that are available to cover the weekday events.
Okay.
So, but I am obviously available for what for the weekend, which is Saturday or Sunday.
Mm.
So that's how we do it. So after the collate during the week, I process the images. You understand? When I get back from
Mm.
home, you understand? Take a little nap, then start. So in fact, it made my sleeping schedule. It distorted it a little because I begin
Mm.
to sleep as late as 1 2 a.m. in the morning. So I got used to that. Even if I'm not anything, I'm already used to sleeping around
Yeah.
that time. So those are the period I used to fine. You might say it's not LD, you understand, but like I
Yeah.
said, I've been able to find the balance and it has become a lifestyle, it has become what I do. You
Mm.
understand?
So would you say that you find it easy because it is something you love personally?
Yes.
Yes,
So I find it so I'm
that
sure
part.
I have friends also do 9 to 5 and they
Mm.
actually neglected
Yeah.
photography totally because they didn't find it easy. They don't know how to blend it. But because it's something I love to do, you understand. So I was able to balance the two of them and still have time for passion and chase money for my 9 to 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So for how long have you been in photography industry?
So I started photography in 2012.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
while I was in school. So I think we had this long strike, and I just needed to do something for myself. So I
Yeah.
was doing taking pictures with my phone and all like that. Then later I just decided to go you understand learn. So I learned for I think a month in school, then came back home during the strike. We had a family friend that was a photographer, so I had to go there to learn a little bit. Then went back to school.
So I think there's something I would particularly want to pick from our conversation today. You said something about COVID
Yeah.
making you discover a different aspect of life, and then you said something about strike again. Would you want to say that there is a way having a lone time, like having time to yourself, makes you discover some things?
So yeah, yeah, I would actually say so. Yeah, because then especially when you have how should I put it? When you think of where you are going and
Mm.
okay, you feel that I can do more than just because a lot of people were just at home during the strike and so I feel that instead of me wasting my time, I should be able to do something. And so passion for nature when I see this, I was like so I just go out, you understand, look for landscape, look for
Mm.
nice frames, you understand, to take
Yeah.
pictures and all like that. So it's something I love because I used to watch Nat Geo White, so I watch animal this since I used to see the so it's something I love. So since there was strikes, I had the time to at least go out and practice. And obviously I have a mobile phone that has a camera. You
Yeah.
understand?
So you
So
started with your
I just started
phone.
with my phone and that was how I started. That was the
Okay.
passion.
Because okay, why I'm really interested in this part of having your quiet, having your own space to yourself
Yeah.
helps you to discover yourself. I was speaking with somebody recently, and the person is
Okay.
over 40 year, and we got talking, and this person was telling me about how it feels like he wasted his youth. Like it feels like had if he had had more knowledge, he would have done things differently. In the sense that he was working a 9 to 5 for most part of his life.
Right.
So it just felt like maybe if he had taken time, because it felt like okay, the job he was doing, he had to work from morning till night, and then even during the weekend, he has work in his mind.
Man.
He didn't really have time to think about his own personal life, to think about developing himself. So,
So yeah, it's a tough one actually,
mm,
especially for the 9 to 5. So like I said, obviously I'm sure he has passion for something. So
yeah.
I feel he just needs to find a way to you to ignite
Do
that
you know
passion.
this person? This person was saying that he wants to quit his job and now start his passion at 40, but it was like he was skeptical that imagine starting at this point. I mean, if it would have been easier for him, according to him though, he
Okay,
said it would have been easier if he made some
understand.
mistakes
Okay,
earlier than
actually,
making those mistakes at
but
40.
see, yeah, I totally understand him, but it's never too late. Like you said,
Mm,
it's actually never too late.
yeah,
You can start. We have people that started with their passion in their 50s. It's never too late. There's no late comer. So you
yeah,
understand, there's no late comer to it. Most of the influential people that we know today probably started late too. You understand? So he should not give up. That's the only advice I can give to him. You understand? If he's in his 40s, he can still actually there are several times I've also thought of quitting my 9 to 5.
mm,
At a point, I was earning more than my salary from my photography job. You
wow,
understand? So, in fact, most time I even earn my monthly salary in a day. You understand? So there's a day I said I was like, why am I disturbing myself? You understand? I know like
mm,
that. So but obviously I also fell in love with the 9 to 5. But then so I was like, well, there's no knowledge lost, you understand? I should be able
yeah,
to balance the two of them and
mm,
an extra money is an extra money. It's not a lost
yeah.
money, you understand? So
As long as it's your passion. I mean, some people start and in 10 years they've not even blown. Meanwhile,
yeah.
some people start and in
In
one
one
year
year, yeah,
they're
yeah.
out there.
So it's not about the age. It's just about
Mm,
consistency. It's about the passion for it and how consistent you are. You understand? Before you know it, you will know how time has flying and how you developed. You just see that that time it just happened. You'll be like, oh, how did I get here? How have I grown to this stage? You understand? But
yeah,
it has to do with consistency. You understand? And the passion for it. So it's never too late. Like you said, we have people that started earlier until now
yeah.
they've not grown. And we have people that just start in 1 or 2 years and they are known worldwide. You understand? So like I said,
And yeah, according to you also, you can have a 9 to 5 together with
yeah,
that
yeah.
your dream.
So the idea was to also, yeah, like I said, during COVID, then the idea also then because photographic equipment are quite expensive. So I was
Oh,
trying to gather money. You
hmm,
understand? So I was like, okay, I can still do this 95. Let me gather money, you understand, to buy. You
yeah,
understand? And the truth is, the more you're trying to gather money, the more the equipment are getting more expensive day by
yeah.
day. So that's just it. So
That's
we have people
all
like
right.
that. So I have colleagues and I've had stories of people that also had to do 9 to 5 to gather money to buy gadgets.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
But just at the earlier you started,
yeah,
the better.
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we're wrapping up already.
Okay.
So I just want to quickly ask this question: is that what about challenges that you have while shooting, while you are shooting at the event or wherever?
Um, okay, most challenges we usually face as photographers, people's management,
Mm,
content creators, yeah, content creators
okay.
especially, you understand. So when you're shooting and you already have a frame you're trying to capture from nowhere, you just see someone pop into your, you just see someone pop into your frame, and
Oh,
so these days we just try to micromanage
especially
ourselves
at event
as a
photography.
event too, especially when you have like, and these days too, planners or event owners are now trying to also inculcate content creators with their
Yeah.
mobile phones, and
Mm.
you see 3 or 4 content creators in one wedding, and everything is just chaos. You understand? Everything
Yeah.
is just chaos. So everybody is just trying to, you understand, pop into your frame, and
But then how do you handle that?
so basically for me, most of I just be like, okay, you know what? Let everybody let's give ourselves time. You understand?
Mm.
Take 1 or 2 of your shots, move the next person, take 1 or 2
Yeah,
shots. You
I
understand?
think that
So
works.
that's all work. So nobody's entering into you understand anybody's frame. Most times when someone actually directs, you understand, you could also take from whatever angle you have because different angles brings out you understand different creativity. But then maximum please take 2 or 3 shots, you understand, move let the next person you understand take their shot. But most times it doesn't always go that way because we have some stubborn people. So we have to fight. So we disagree to agree, you understand. But then at the end of the day we all get our preferred images and work our way around. The truth is, the bride or the event people are not waiting for you. So just
Yeah.
2 3 minutes, not even 2 3 minutes, but just 2 3 shots. The next person, because before you know, the other person in front of the camera has changed position.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. That's
Okay, so one thing that I think I would really love us to talk about. I mean, this is a show for creatives. Where creatives come together and talk about their journey. What is the advice that you have for somebody, for a creative out there that is finding it difficult to come up with ideas that's about giving up on his or her passion?
okay. So the truth is, every creative have what we call creative block. You understand? There's this thing that you're just blank. You're finding it difficult to come up with ideas and everything. So the truth is, if you keep struggling towards that period to want to, it won't come. So just take your time, relax, understand. If it's for you to take a nap, if it's for you to just go on the 3 days, you understand, treat and all.
Yeah.
So your whole body system has to calm down
Mm,
and rejuvenate itself. Then you just know in the process of you trying to recover, then things begin to flow because you're not in a
yeah.
chaos state. You're in a stable state, you're in a refreshing state, you understand? So they just come to you and you see ideas begin to pop in. Then one other thing again you can do is go to Pinterest or you understand there are so many sites out there that can just ignite, you understand, the
Creativity.
creativity in you. So you just see something and you be like, before you do it, oh, I can do it this way. I can add this to it, you understand? So you also need
Yeah.
to visit sites like that. Like I say, Pinterest is the most popular, you understand,
Yeah.
one for creative to do to get an idea of what they think they can do. So that's just it.
Alright, well, it's been an amazing
Yeah,
session.
yeah.
I think, if anything, there are some lessons that I can't forget. The part where you said, when you are in a silent mode, when you are in a secluded space for yourself,
Yeah,
ideas come.
yeah, yeah.
Like, you need time to actually discover yourself. You
So,
need time to your own self. And also the part where you said that it is possible for you to manage your 9 to 5 with
with
your
yeah,
creative
creative.
ideas, your job. But then, if it's not working for you, you
So
can
then,
consider.
well, if it's not working for you, then you have to weigh your options. You understand?
Yeah,
So which is more preferable? Which do you think probably pays my bills? You understand? So
yeah.
at this point, then you might not be thinking of passion.
Mm,
You might be thinking of the bills to pay. You understand? So it depends. But then, like I said, you can still we can still balance it. So
yeah.
you understand? Probably just get team of creatives to work with you as a team. Understand? So
Yeah.
weekdays they cover for you, while weekends you're available to cover. I know you might feel like, oh, I'm supposed to rest after Monday to Friday. You understand? But then when the money keeps coming in, okay. So
Mm,
you can just
mm,
maybe on your leave from your nine
mm.
to five, you just also take leave from photography and go to Zanzibar or go to understand. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Okay, so and it's a wrap on today's episode on the dark room. Just
Yeah,
in case I didn't properly introduce my guest, he is Debayo Victor. That's
yeah.
his full name. And you can catch him on social media and this particularly Instagram at Debayo Photography. So just in case you want to check up more about him, you can go check him up on Instagram at Debayo Photography. Debayo, any last words for our viewers?
Okay, so what I will have to say to you guys is don't give up. You understand? Don't give up. Keep on igniting the passion within you. You understand? Look for things to assist you to make that passion come to reality. I know it might be tough in this economy that we have, but the truth is, don't give up. You understand? Don't give up. Keep striving hard to achieve, and you'll be amazed that one day you hit the jackpot. That's just
So yeah, it's a money episode today.
it.
Yeah, go make the bags, go make the money. And this is where we call it a wrap on today's episode of the Dark Room. Till I
Yeah.
come your way again, please do well to stay creative. Stay creative.
Stay creative.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.